107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
So explain who Kelly is.
I bet you do. Well, Kelly is, I feel like she's a dreamer. You know, she represents women who are, doing it on their own. You know, she has a young son. She's a single mom.
Yeah.
She has a 7-year-old son. She's a professional,
Okay.
Works at a bank. And, she's very level-headed and grounded, except in this one area, in the area of love.
There we go.
Right? So she has a boyfriend who she's madly in love with, who's been in her life, for almost 7 years because her son calls him dad. And her son does not even know that that's not his dad. So that should indicate that they have a close relationship. However, he goes away on a missionary trip to Haiti.
Right.
And it seems some things have popped off. But in the meantime, she's still living the dream. And she believes that when he comes back, he's going to propose to her.
Okay.
And
I'm waiting to jump in.
I know. But she decides that she's going to surprise him when he comes home with a home. And now she has stepped out on faith and decided that she's going to purchase the home for all of them so that they can be one big happy family. And unfortunately, she's in for a bit of a rude awakening.
How long does a woman wait? Patience is patience, and God does things in mysterious ways. But is there a limit?
Well, I'm going to tell you something, and this is just, a personal story. I literally walked into church. I go to the largest church in Brooklyn, or in New York City. It's 35,000 members, Christian Cultural Center.
Oh, do you?
Beautiful church.
Dr. A.R. Bernard.
Dr. A.R. Bernard. I walked in one Sunday, and of all the people that are here, there was this one man standing in the lobby, and he was talking to another gentleman, and God said, "That's your husband." And I had heard about that happening, and I never knew if it was true or not. I'm like, did God say that, or did you say that? But it happened to me. Let me tell you something. A whole year passed before this gentleman and I began dating.
Okay.
We dated for a year, and then we broke up. 2 years later, I'm in Dallas, and a woman says to me, your life partner's in New York, and you're supposed to reconnect. In 7 days, we were back together. I was flying to L.A. and moving, and now we are married. 6 years between the time that God said, this is him, and the time that we were walking down the aisle. So I know a little something about waiting, okay?
Yeah.
And patience is a virtue.
It is.
The Bible teaches us that. Patience is a virtue. But this is what I will say. You wait on what God has promised you. Not necessarily, this man, he's stringing me along because there is a such thing as him just not being that into you. Or him being into a whole lot of other people but you.
Or not being committed.
That's what I'm saying.
If you don't become that option.
And I think we do need to understand as women, that we have to hold on to our value, that we can't just compromise ourselves for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Most of the time we're very emotional and we're led by our emotions. And we love to be loved. But we do have to stand up for ourselves and say, you know what? We also have standards and we must require certain things of men as well. And Kelly is in the journey of learning that.